Amazing grace. I'm going to come into the notices now because there's a few, quite a few. So you have to put your ears on, okay? The ones that we usually have are the shop's going to be open. It's not open tomorrow because it's Bank Holiday Monday now. I don't know if it's open Tuesday. Do you know, Errol? It is open on Tuesday. So it's not open. Sorry? It's still 50p, so you still get a load of bargains. There is a service tonight at 7. That'll be here. And the shop, as I say, will be closed tomorrow. So will there not be... Helen, where are you? You're not going to do... No. So there won't be a craft thing. And the shop's not open. But Tuesday, the shop's open, 9:30 to 2:30. Daybreak is on from 10 till 3. And lunch at 12 o'clock. And there's a service on Tuesday evening at 7:30. This week it's life groups, so there's one at 10 o'clock on Wednesday morning in the room across the way, and there's one on Wednesday evening at 7:30 at the Manse, yeah? If you want to go to either of those, just turn up. You don't have to make an appointment or anything, you just turn up. Thursday it's Keep Fit from 11:15 to 11:45, and there's refreshments afterwards. There's tea cakes, toasted tea cakes, biscuits, tea, coffee, whatever you want. And on Friday it's Parents and Tots, and that's from 9:30 to somewhere around 10:45, I think. I think it's when everybody goes. This Saturday coming, there is a forum, which is a get-together really for the churches in the area to just Bible study and to look at it and to talk about that. And that's on at Pudsey Church. We can get the time exactly. We think it's 10 till about 1 o'clock, don't we? Something like that. Take your own lunch. Yeah. So that's at Pudsey Church. Okay. Also, now we've got a few stuff here. To put that down and pick my stuff up. I kept talking about the big day out, which is on the 16th of May. They finally sent some information. Guess they're quick now at office. That's where it is. It's at the. I'm going to put this up on the notice board. It's at the Sculpture Park. They're doing all sorts. The churches are doing a lot of things there. Now the tickets they've got to pay. The tickets are, if you're under 18, it's free. Right, that's nobody in here then. I'm looking. 19 to 25, it's £3.50, and I'm looking again. So for the rest of it, it's £5.50. All right, here you go. There's all sorts. This is what's going on. There's activities going on. It's on there. I'll put them on the notice board, and there's some little sheets here that you can have a look at. So have a look. It's a nice place to go. It's a sculpture park anyway, so you can go and have a look round. We did go. I think we've been a couple of times. We certainly went once before. Do you remember when the young people that are now moved on and been to college and working and everything else now, they had a band here? Do you remember the young teenagers as they were then? See, they've got older. It's a few years since, isn't it, when they did that? And we went and they were playing. So that was really good. So I'll leave that there. We can have a look at it and we'll put them up. Pentecost coming up. Could you show the thingy, John? Is that all right? This is on the 24th of May. There's a little, it won't be a little thing, but let's just show this. It'd be brilliant to have that festival in Bradford City Centre, if we can get thousands of Christians gathering together. They've done it before, we've done other things, but this, I don't know. But just turn up if you turn up. They did, 2 or 3 years ago, my friend Nancy, she's in a singing choir. A singing choir? Does that make any sense? A choir where you go singing in it. And they did thing in Lister Park. We went to see that. It was a lovely day, and we went to that. So, I mean, that one is as big as this that they're putting on. But it's in Bradford City Centre, in City Park. So if you want to go, go. There's no law says you have to, but if you want to go, then please go. The other thing I have to tell you, we've had to prepare what they call a mission statement for the synod for URC. All the churches have to do it. And we've done ours. We have to send it in. What we did, it's just in case, some of you'll remember when Alan left, we had to prepare what they called a profile to send out to various ministers if they wanted to come. And it was a big, thick document. It took forever to prepare. And we had to share it with Westfield. That's 20 years ago. So frankly, I'd forgotten what we did with it all. But they want something, it's just a similar thing. It's just to have at the office in case we ever need to, as we've needed to go now and ask for some money to help with the manse roof or something like that. If we need any help, we've got this information, I have that there. We're supposed to update it every year. But it's also that there is a possibility, please, inverted commas, a possibility that for the 7 churches that include Bradford area and Ayr Valley, there's no minister amongst them, no ordained ministry. There are 2 churches with ministers. There's ours with John, and there's Pudsey with Denise and Roy. Westfield, they have Kath and Andrew, they're running it. They want to step down a bit, but there's no actually ordained minister like we had. And we're doing very well. But we've got to look to the future. We have to look to the future. Because we recently celebrated 50 years of this church being here and all the things that had gone on. And people came and they were here and we're standing on their shoulders now. But this estate is growing. And I honestly believe there's going to need to, unless Jesus comes back in the meantime, there's going to be a need for a church, not necessarily a building, but a church here in this place in Homewood for the next 50 years and beyond. Unless Jesus comes back in the meantime, which will solve all our problems. But if he doesn't, then there's going to be a need. So we need to look to the future, not just for ourselves, but for others. So that's basically what that's all about. Because I can tell you for a fact I won't be here in 50 years. And I'm looking around and I'm not sure how many of us would be. But there will be people. And there will be people on this estate and this area, and they will need to know the good news of Jesus Christ. And we need to find a way to get out there and to tell them. So all that taken to all the elders did some amazing work. I've got it here. We'll look through it at the elders meeting again. And if you want to read it, it's pages of it. And we've had to reduce it to a 2-sided sheet. We've done it. We think it's right, but we've got to ask you as the church. You are the church. We are the church. To look at this, take it home, have a look at it. If you think we've left out any glaring omissions or there's any stupid errors or anything like that, then please let us know. It's got to be the bare bones of what we do. So it's what we do, what we'd like to do, and what help we might need. And some of the elders wrote all down loads of stuff, and we've had to condense it down. And there's been a few really good things that we've been able to put in. So have a read of it. One of the things that somebody wrote was, we're a willing church. I thought that was a brilliant statement. We are a willing church. And another one was that we're actively praying for a music group, a worship leader, but we want a spirit-filled worship leader to help with our worship and to lead us. And I'm not going to say any more because I'm prattling on. And I know people turn off when you prattle on a lot. So I've got these. Will you take one, please? Just one per family, one per household, put it that way. And have a look at it and see what you think. If you think it's all right, then that's fine. If it's not, can you let me know by midweek if there's anything you think could be in? Bear in mind, it can only be this big. So if it's a lot of stuff, we'd have to take something out to put a lot of stuff in. But this is the bare bones of what we think. So I'm going to leave it on here, and please take one. Have a look. If there's usually people here that are not here this morning, and you see them, will you take one for them? Let them have one, okay? I'm going to leave it there. And now, I'm going to shut up. That's the notices, I think. Yeah, that's everything. Okay, so we're going to come now to a sharing time.